soul is lonely, sad and blue. Ain't got no loving shoulders to lean on. There's always a sunny side across the river. Take a ride, take a swim, and all your worries go away. Go cross the river and you'll be fine. Go counting winners, it's right down the line. You'll be alright on the sunny side. So when you're feeling lost in the city lights, ain't got nowhere to turn your winding wheels, there's always the sunny side across the river. Take a ride, take a swim, my friend, and paddle your guitar. Across the river, you'll be fine. Go counting winners, right down the line. You'll be alright on the sunny side.
And now, right, I'm back. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if this is working again. Frame rate is too high. Please set the frame rate to 30 frames per second or less. Bum. All right. Okay, so I'm back on. So can anybody hear me now? Arduino, okay. So, all right. So I had to change the settings again on my microphone because Windows changed everything again and made one of my webcams the default microphone. That's the second time they did it. Okay, got sound now. Good deal. All right. So that's what I like to see. You can hear me. All right. We're going to do some Arduino stuff here. I had this on for, I don't know, what, 10 minutes or so, and the microphone wasn't on. I had to reset it in my Windows setting and then restart my vMix so I could get the microphone to work. Now that it's working, good deal. All right. So, hi, Rick Bailey, Alex, Anfield Road layout in the loft, School Kill, John. Who else? Keith Eddington. I hope you're all still here. Libra Pensar. And I really can't say that. Santon Gaius. I hope that's right. Okay, so I hope these people are still here because I had to cut it off for a while. SSW Jason. Okay, I hope you're back. All right, let me turn the music back on. Turn it down a little bit. So we got that in the background. Okay, so now this is what I'm on here for. Now, John 2618 asked me if I had a sketch to do cameras, do the flash for the camera. And I just did something today to put this up here. Let me see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 LEDs there just to simulate, you know, when a train's going by. Now this is just going through a loop. I don't have it perfected yet, but that's what I got so far. Okay, so let me see if I could pull up the sketch over here. That's the wrong one. All right, now let me see. The laptop. That's where I got the sketch on there. Okay, so let me find the sketch here that I got that I'm working on. Let me do the full screen right there. But basically, that's what I got there. I got 5 LEDs and I just initiated them and just turned them on for a short period of time. I got it set for 20 milliseconds and I got the pause set for 250. And you can see that I paused the thing ×3 in a few places, ×2, ×4. And I just left the on time the same, but that could be adjusted. Basically, what happens is when the LED comes on, it goes like that and goes off. Well, I have to find the right milliseconds to where you get it to the full brightness, and I think it's a little bit more than 20 milliseconds. I had it up to 40. Let me go change it back to 40 and see what that looks like. So change that to 40 and upload it and see if that helps out the brightness on this right here. You can see it's uploading right there. Okay, I don't think it's on too long. Still looks like a flash. It's not really a good flash because I don't have a bright white LED on there, but you get the idea. Okay, that's one of the sketches that I was working on. That's the one that I did today. But I had one from 2 years ago that I wanted to do also. And we can see what's going on here. Okay, so nothing is refreshing. So let me see if I could what's going on here? Well, I haven't had any chat on here for about 5 minutes, so let me see. Bop, 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 bop. Let me redo the chat here. And refresh this thing right here to see. Okay, so still nobody talking on here. Anybody in here? Okay, so you are just watching. Okay, it worries me when nobody talks. Other people just, you know, get freaked out about the talk, but if somebody just watches and doesn't say anything, oh my goodness, are they sleeping? Okay, so, all right, so let me upload this other sketch that I had on here. Let me see. I'll show you that it's getting uploaded, and it's just a variation of different things on here. So that is the sketch right over there on the right, and it's uploading right now. And I did this about 2 years ago just to play around with LEDs and different ways to get the 5 LEDs to blink on here at different rates. And they sweep and do, well, you could see, do that and do that. Several times, and then a railroad crossing thing. So this is something I did a couple of years ago. And let's put the sketch up here, maximize it. And basically, same thing, you identify all the pins on there, and then you just go through a sequence of flashing them the way you want to flash them. And this is, like I said, I did this 2 years ago, and I was just playing around with the LEDs on there. Okay, right there. So that's that. But the real one that I wanted to show you today is, all right, we got 6 people on here. John Grazer, how you doing? All right. So, what I really wanted to show you, now let me turn the music, background music off for a little bit, and I'll put my thunder and lightning on. Now there's the lightning, and I have the thunder delayed. Let me unplug that one over there. Now I did the video on this thing right here, and let me I hope I have the back end of the microphone lit up now so you could hear the speakers. I only had the microphone towards the front. So that should get the speakers in there. This is a really cheap amplifier right here. And so I ordered another one. This thing cost $6.91 about a year ago. Came with the 2 speakers. So I just ordered one off of Amazon for $6.99. It's 15 watts. And then a couple of better speakers that are have the subwoofer built right into it. But I think this is pretty cool with the thunder and lightning, and I made it so it would delay, so you could have the lightning and then the thunder operate a little bit after that. Okay, that's the wrong one showing up there. Okay, let me do it like this. Okay, there I am. So you could get the lightning going, and then with a little delay, have the thunder just like it is in real life. So you got the lightning, and boom, then the thunder. Okay, so this is just a plain old. Let me get this out of the way. Yeah, that's right. It says light travels faster than sound, 186,000 miles per second, and sound only goes 1,080 feet per second. So this is a 12-volt strip of LEDs, and I got a MOSFET transistor right here to drive the LEDs because the Arduino doesn't have enough power to drive it. So you need a MOSFET transistor to take up, to give you the extra power for the LEDs. Okay, on a Arduino, you could probably only drive one LED at a time on it. And that's 12 volts. I got 12 volts coming into the Nano on the VIN pin and 5 volts coming out to the DF Player Mini. So you got the 5 volts here. And so you're all right with all that. And I thought it would be appropriate to do it today because we got a thunderstorm going on right now outside. It's been doing that for I don't know how many days in a row in Florida. June is hurricane season. So we got thunder and lightning every day in the afternoon. And it started about 3 weeks early because it started way back like in the second week of May. So that is what I wanted to show you. Let me see if I could pull up the amplifier. Okay, let me see. Which one's here? This one. Okay. Now, this is the amplifier I just ordered, and it should be in tomorrow. It is, okay, this is a 10 watt. I thought it was a 15 watt. But these are the speakers that I ordered to go with it. Let me see what that is. Okay, I think these are 15 watt speakers. What does it say right here? Oh, 5 watt power. Okay, 4 ohm and 5 watts. But that's a little bit better than these right here because these are 4 ohm and 0.5 watts. So that'll give me a little bit more sound on my deal back there where the mountain is, because that's where I'm going to put the lightning. So that'll give me some good effects back there. So that is it. That is my Arduino projects. Okay. So I just wanted to put this on because I didn't feel like doing any video editing today. So I got this up here. Let me put the microphone back over this way. So it's just in the front, so you don't keep hearing that right there. But let me put up that sketch. Let me see if I can get that sketch up there. And this is where I got it. I pulled this up, one guy, one blog, and it's a lightning and thunder with Arduino, and he used it for Halloween. So I modified it a little bit to make it fit on for what I need here, and it's not showing up some of the pictures. I don't know why, but anyway, here's the sketch. Let me bring the sketch up right there. But basically, that's the same thing that the guy had online. I just changed some of the figures on it. So it would be a little bit better for the thunder and lightning for on the train. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an IR sensor in there, my little IR sensors. These things right here. All right. And put it up there so when the train goes by, that'll trigger the lightning. So as the train's going up the hill there, that'll start the sequence, and the lightning will go on, and I'll just have it on for maybe a minute after the train goes around, loops around, and then comes back down. That will be neat. And since I'm going to be getting the amplifier in on Sunday, then I'll probably do a video on it on Sunday, put the video together, and probably put that video out next Wednesday. But I'll have the live stream on Monday. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish everything up by Wednesday, have it mounted on the layout and everything. So, do you have a... Hey, let me do this. Do you have a schematic for the MOSFET circuit? Yeah, let me put the link up to this guy's blog right here. And basically, you could do the same thing for anything. It doesn't have to be for thunder and lightning, but any LED strip that you want to drive, you could use this MOSFET. And I'm going to have to play with it because I bought some of these MOSFETs right here on a module. Same thing, it's just a different number. I think these MOSFETs, the MOSFET that I have here is I think it's a 444. Let me see if he's got the thing on there. Yeah, Z44N. IRFZ44N. And this one here, the module on here, is close, but not the same. This is a 5520. So the data sheets on both of them are pretty close. I mean, there's just a few figures that are different on it, but it's close enough. John, 2618, how you doing? I didn't see you come in, but I showed something that you asked for. Let me put it back up here. I worked on it today. I'm still working on it. This isn't the one right here. Let me download the other sketch on there. But you said you wanted a bunch of cameras simulated, camera flash simulated. So I got it on a Pro Mini, and that's what I did right here. I got 5 LEDs, and I got them coming on at different intervals. And I'll send you the sketch. But that's basically what it looks like. I mean, these are not bright white LEDs. I think that's what you said you were going to do. Hey, William, how you doing? John, you came back. Okay, I had some issues with the microphone. Okay, so. All right, Carl Wizitsky, how you doing? Glad you can make it in here. Yeah, thanks for the email back. All right, good deal. Or are you going to put the Arduino in a hobby case? I'm not quite sure if I'm going to put it in a hobby case or anything like that. Usually what I do is I'll put everything on a board. And what I was thinking about doing with this right here is changing this Nano. I wanted to see if I could use a AT-Tiny 85 in place of it, since I'm really only using 4 pins on here. And the AT-Tiny 85 has 5 pins that you could use. So I'll be able to use the AT-Tiny 85. I have to make sure it works first, and which is just a small chip. And this and the amplifier board, which is this right here. But I'll be using the other one that I just showed, which is basically the same size, but more powerful. But, all right, there you go. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing. And this right here is the flash. John, I'll send that to you. John 2618. I'll send that to you in the email when I get finished over here with this. And then I don't know how versed you are in code. You could add a sensor to it if you want me to add a sensor to it to trigger it. I could do that, but all you have to do is, let me pull the code up here again and get it maximized. But basically, I got an off time, which is 40, and a pause time, which is 250, and those are in milliseconds. And basically, you turn the LED on for the on time, and I got it for 40 right now, but you could adjust that depending on the LEDs that you got. Now, I have a 470 ohm resistor on here. This is a SIP resistor. It's like a line of 10 resistors, but you could use individual resistors on your LEDs. You could even go smaller if you want the LED to be brighter. You can go 330. I wouldn't go any lower than 330. You could play around with it, maybe to 220, but I usually go, the lowest I usually go with the resistor is 220. But anyway, on here, I have each LED set up individually. Oops, I got 2 mouses over here, so I got each one of them set up individually. And the on time remains the same, but the pause time, you could change the pause time. You can see in here that I have pause times 2, pause times 3, pause times 4. You could do whatever you want for the pause in between each one of these flashes. That's all the pause is right there. So that's the project. So that's all I wanted to show today. I got, the 3 different Arduino projects that I was working on. Let me turn the music back on since we got the thunder and lightning out. So there we go. So I wish it would have went a little bit better. The first 10 minutes I didn't have any audio because Windows again changed my default microphone. It changed it to the microphone over there in one of my web cameras, or it could have been that web camera. I don't know which one's which. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off. That's all I wanted to show you today. I'll be back on Monday evening at 8 p.m. for the Monday night live stream. So, see you all. Let me see if I can find a way to shut this thing off. If you have any questions, ask them now, and I'll answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to shut this off. So, if there's any questions, go for it. I'll wait. Okay, I don't see any questions in here, so I'm going to go. Okay, so take care. Bye-bye. All right.